What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Red Rock Crawlers. My name is Jensen, and we have got to talk about Easter Jeep Safari. There has been a lot of talk going around about the coronavirus, as you probably all are aware. A lot of the health departments are telling people to, stay indoors and don't go into big crowds, avoid crowds and contact, and wash your hands and all that kind of stuff. So. And actually, just last night, I saw that the NBA and NHL are both going to go into a temporary, what are they calling it? It's a temporary suspension until things kind of clear up. So, I mean, that's pretty big. Now, a lot of us are all getting prepped and ready to go down to Moab for the Easter Jeep Safari. And how is this all going to affect the events down at Easter Jeep Safari? So we're going to talk about that. From what I know, and I have looked around online, but what I know as far as what's going on with Easter Jeep Safari is they have canceled the vendor show. And that's a pretty big deal. The vendor show, and if you've ever been down to Jeep Safari, there's thousands of vendors that come from all over the world, really, to come and show off their product, and they have a huge raffle. They give a bunch of stuff away. So unfortunately, just because of the big crowd that draws, they are going to cancel the vendor show and the raffle, and all that kind of goes with it. So that's unfortunate, but this isn't the Red Rock Four Wheelers Club, doing. They have to abide by the state health laws, and the department is recommending that, that large groups over 100 inside a building is just not a good idea. And so, unfortunately, that does mean that the vendor show and and everything that kind of goes along with that is going to be canceled. Now, there are a couple other cancellations. Some of the trails have been canceled just because individuals decided they didn't want to come down or whatever, So there are still trails happening. If you're planning on coming down to Easter Jeep Safari and going on the trails with your friends and with the Red Rock Four Wheeler Club, that is still happening. So good news is you can still come down and enjoy the trails. And and honestly, the way I see it is this just gives me more time to go out and enjoy the trails. Typically, I don't do any trails, or I do a very small, short trail on Friday, because that's the big day of the vendor show and the raffle, and it's kind of a time to go around and see all the new stuff and meet everybody, and so anyway, that means if you're still planning on going, there is more time to get some trail time. And I do know that there are going to be some sponsored trail runs. So, there are still going to be some vendors there doing their own trail runs, having their own smaller meetups or things like that. But, but sadly the big vendor show is going to have to be canceled this year. There are a couple other cancellations as far as there's a barbecue dinner that Quadratech does. That one is also canceled for the same reasons. It's just a large group, too close quarters. And then there's a Boy Scout dinner that they've also had to shut down as well. So that's too bad. But, worse things have happened. And honestly, I think it's probably for the best. We have to be careful, and you have to be mindful of the events that are happening in the world. So that's kind of a necessary evil, unfortunately. But like I mentioned, there are still trails happening, and I'm still planning on going down. My plans have changed a little bit, obviously, because certain things aren't happening anymore. But I'll still be going down. We're still going to be enjoying the trails, and like I said earlier, I think it'll be a time to go out and enjoy the trails and not have to worry about trying to make the vendor show, and we'll still be able to see some things. Like Jeep is still going to be there. From what I'm told, Jeep will be there with their all their vehicles, all their concept vehicles, that kind of stuff will still be on display, because that crowd that is attracted there doesn't really meet the requirements as far as the health code goes. So So that's cool. We'll still be able to see the concepts and see the new vehicles there, see the new products there. And there's a couple others, like from what I understand, I think BFG tires will also be there with their own little like display or setup area. And possibly the metal cloak, CTI ramp, that kind of stuff should still be there. So I don't know. What do you guys think? I'd love to know what you guys are planning on doing. So, hit me up in the comments. Let me know if you guys are still planning on coming out. I would love to meet up with some of you guys if you're planning on coming out and hitting the trails. We could still definitely do that. But yeah, let me know in the comments. What do you think? Is it worth the trip out here? Are you gonna make it? Are your trail plans maybe changing because of that? I don't think that any of the trails are changing or canceling as far as like the official guided trails by the Red Rock four-wheelers. That should all still be happening as planned. So there'll still be a lot to do. It's just that, the big vendor show that a lot of us do enjoy seeing, unfortunately, is not going to happen. So until then, I have a few things I got to get ready on the Jeep. I do need to get some powder coating done on my sliders and bumpers. What else? Oh, I've got some lights I got to wire up. I got some code 4 LED lights that I still need to wire up. And I think that's about it. I might do some trimming on the back fender wells there, just to make those 37s. Oh, if you guys haven't seen, I don't know if I've really shown you guys this, but I did put on 37-inch BF Goodrich KM3s on the Jeep, and so I'm really happy with them. I actually went down to Moab a couple weeks ago and tested them out. I'm actually working on my video for that, so that will be coming out soon. But sneak peek on that, they're awesome. I really, really enjoy them. They, I noticed a difference with the clearance, with the bigger tires, and they ride smooth. They don't have huge chunks of rubber missing, so that's nice. So anyway, you get the idea. But let me know in the comments. Tell me what you think. What trails are you planning on doing? Are there other events that you might be going to? I know that we as a group, my Red Rock Crawlers group, that we were going to be hosting a little get together, meet and greet. But you know what? We're going to have to cancel that as well, and just do it to the same health regulations and codes. Oops, my lights went off. So yeah, I haven't really made that announcement on Facebook yet, but that's a Facebook group event that we do. So if you're on my Facebook group, you can look for that. But the meet and greet will be canceled. We're still doing our night run. That'll be Wednesday night. So we're still doing that. That's a lot of fun. People look forward to that every year. So we definitely enjoy that. So we'll be doing the night run, and we'll still be doing probably an easy trail, like a stock friendly trail on Thursday. And then Friday and Saturday open. So maybe we'll see you guys on the trail. All right. Until then, we'll see you guys later.